Part A questions 1 to 9. Carbon tetrachloride is a colorless and inflammable liquid that can be produced by combining carbon disulfide and chlorine. This compound is widely used in industry today because of its effectiveness as a solvent as well as its use in the production of propellants. Despite its widespread use in industry, carbon tetrachloride has been banned for home use. In the past, carbon tetrachloride was a common ingredient in cleaning compounds that were used throughout the home, but it was found to be dangerous. When heated, it changes into a poisonous gas that can cause severe illness and even death if it is inhaled. Because of this dangerous characteristic, the United States revoked permission for the home use of carbon tetrachloride in 1970. The United States has taken similar action with various other chemical compounds. Part B, questions 10 to 19. The next artist in this survey of American artists is James Whistler. He is included in this survey of American artists because he was born in the United States, although the majority of his artwork was completed in Europe. Whistler was born in Massachusetts in 1834, but 9 years later his father moved the family to St. Petersburg, Russia, to work on the construction of a railroad. The family returned to the United States in 1849. 2 years later Whistler entered the U.S. Military Academy at West Point, but he was unable to graduate. At the age of 21, Whistler went to Europe to study art despite familial objections, and he remained in Europe until his death. Whistler worked in various art forms, including etchings and lithographs. However, he is most famous for his paintings, particularly arrangement in gray and black. Number 1, Portrait of the Artist's Mother or Whistler's Mother, as it is more commonly known. This painting shows a side view of Whistler's mother, dressed in black and posing against a gray wall. The asymmetrical nature of the portrait, with his mother seated off-center, is highly characteristic of Whistler's work. Part C questions 20 to 30. The locations of stars in the sky relative to one another do not appear to the naked eye to change, and as a result stars are often considered to be fixed in position. Many unaware stargazers falsely assume that a star has its own permanent home in the nighttime sky. In reality, though, stars are always moving, but because of the tremendous distances between stars themselves and from stars to Earth, the changes are barely perceptible here. An example of a rather fast-moving star demonstrates why this misconception prevails. It takes approximately 200 years for a relatively rapid star like Barnard's star to move a distance in the skies equal to the diameter of the Earth's moon. When the apparently negligible movement of the stars is contrasted with the movement of the planets, the stars are seemingly unmoving. Part D questions 31 to 40. It has been noted that, traditionally, courts have granted divorces on fault grounds. One spouse is deemed to be at fault in causing the divorce. More and more today, however, divorces are being granted on a no-fault basis. Proponents of no-fault divorce argue that when a marriage fails, it is rarely the case that one, 5, marriage partner is completely to blame and the other blameless. A failed marriage is much more often the result of mistakes by both partners. Another argument in favor of no-fault divorce is that proving fault in court, in a public arena, is a destructive process that only serves to lengthen the divorce process and that dramatically increases the negative feelings present in a divorce. If a couple can reach a decision to divorce without first, 10, deciding which partner is to blame, the divorce settlement can be negotiated more easily and equitably and the post-divorce healing process can begin more rapidly.